Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Racha Kodash. Yahweh is the true name of a Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the true name of the Heavenly Father's Son, the Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to my apostles and to my elders of Great Millstone, who I learn this truth from, and peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect, my brothers that are out on the highways, pushing his word and his truth and sincerity. In today's lesson, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. But in today's lesson, I like to go into, in those evil days, be as pilgrims upon the earth. And this comes from watching rewatching a movie called World War Z. And I have this clip right here. I'm gonna play for you. The title of the clip is "Movement is Life." Movement is life. Now, World War Z was a movie that came out a long time ago, so I'm pretty sure all you brothers have seen it. It's basically a plague of zombies that take over people and plague the whole earth. And when you watch the movie in the beginning, it seemed like a normal day, but all of a sudden, sudden destruction coming. All right, sudden destruction came out of nowhere, and the people in the movie had to take shelter, and in order to be rescued. Okay, and while they're taking shelter, they found this Jake that basically helped them. That helped them escape for a meanwhile. And let's play this clip.
I used to work in dangerous places. People who moved survived, and those who didn't. Movimiento es vida. Movimiento es vida. You have a better chance if you come with us.
¿Necesitan algo más antes de irse?
We need anything else before you leave.
Movement is life. So now when I saw this clip, the book of 2nd Ezra 16 and 40 came into my mind, because in the days like this, in the times that we're headed into, with great troubles is coming upon various cities throughout all of America. It's really not wise to try to, be in one spot for a long period of time. Now, of course, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to be our guide. He's going to guide us in these evil times. Because, none of us really have an experience of surviving the times we're about to head into. Okay? But this is why the Most High is going to be our guide. He's going to guide us on what to do in those times. But this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So this is referring to us. All right, oh my people, okay, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, because great troubles is coming to this place. And we have to get our mind ready, our mind prepared for what we're about to witness and what we're about to experience. All right, like the time's coming. One thing that we can prepare our mind for is prepare our minds to be uncomfortable, because here in America, everyone here in America is living a comfortable life. You know, they eat food whenever they want to. They shower every day. You know, they sleep on a nice cozy bed, a nice warm bed. You know, people, you know, they have, they're able to, they have the water and power and all that. But people don't know what it's like to live without those necessities that they take for granted. You know, be able to just sleep on a bed, because there's people that sleep on the floor. I wish they had a bed. There's people that wish they can eat whenever they want to. There's people that wish they can take a shower. And, you know, because time is so bad over there where they're at. But things like that is going to happen over here in one night, man. Okay? We have to have our mind prepared. Okay? Our mind prepared for the great evils that we're going to face. Know that we're not always going to sleep on a bed forever, man. You know that you're not gonna. There's gonna be days where you may not be able to take a shower. There may be days where you may not be able to have or eat food every day. Prepare our minds to be uncomfortable, because great trouble is coming to the United States of America. It says, and in those evils, right? Evil. The word evil in the Hebrew is ra, which basically means bad time. And a very bad time is coming to this place. Okay? Very, very, very bad time. Okay? A time where one man shall desire to go into another city but shall not be able to. A time where there's going to be war in the streets. Constant gun battles. People constantly dying. Women being ravished. Neighbors fighting each other for the last piece of bread. You're going to have so much things happening all at once. It's going to be a time like no other. Okay? A time like no other. But it says, even as pilgrims. But Slack, it says, and in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon earth. What is a pilgrim? When you look up pilgrim, right? Google will tell you that it is, someone that travels for religious purposes. But when you go to the noun, the noun basically means a person who travels on long journeys. All right, someone that moves, that's constantly on the move. And that's how we got to be in that day. We got to constantly be on the move. Because movement is life. And that's what, came to mind while watching this movie. Rewatching this movie. Okay? Now, of course, it's just a movie. People watch it for entertainment and all that. But there's things you can, see how, there's things you can get from these movies. These end of the world or apocalyptic movies and all that, man. These are the type of movies I like to watch. World War Z, Book of Eli, The Last of Us, which was a show. What else? The Road is a pretty good one. There's a lot I've seen. I'm just naming the ones that that comes to mind. Okay. Now, of course, they're just shows and movies, but there's a lot you can these shows and movies can kind of show you what you may be experiencing in that day. Now, no show or movie can compare it to what we're actually going to go through and witness, but it's like a little prelude, man. A lot of end times movies shows you not to trust people. Trusting people can end up costing you in your life. But anyway, I want to get this scripture right here. In the same one, 2 Corinthians 16:40, but in the GNT, the Good News translation. So it says, listen to my message, my people, and get ready for the battle. When the disasters come, you must live as peoples whose home is not in this world. Right, man? We got to be willing to forsake everything, man, in those times, man. You can't be like that guy in Purge. Which I think was the first. No, the forever. No, not the second Purge. It was one of those Purge movies where we had this Jake. He was trying to protect his business and all that, man. You can't be like people like that. You can't be like people that's trying to protect your home, because in those days you lost everything, man. You gotta be willing to be pilgrims. Okay, you gotta be willing to leave everything, man, when the time comes. Because I can't tell you how exactly it's gonna be, because every brother's is different, man. Some brothers are gonna get apprehended for this word and cast into concentration camps. Some bros may be at the house for a certain period of time and have to leave. Some brothers may be out on the street, or out in the wilderness, because the scriptures do speak of, which I'm gonna bring it out. The scriptures do speak of, how the stones of the field are gonna be in league with us. So who knows what the Lord got for us in that day? What He got ready for us. All right, but like I mentioned earlier, the Lord, He's gonna be our guide. He's gonna guide us. All right, He's gonna guide us through that day. He's gonna not only guide us, but He's gonna save us, man, and give us the strength to endure what we're all about to witness and experience. Because a time like no other is coming. I can't say that. I can't say that enough, man. Okay, but it says you must live as peoples whose home is not in this world. Merchants must not expect to make a profit from what they sell. They must be ready to run for their lives, because great trouble is coming, man. The first thing when a society collapses, the first thing that people do is run to them stores and take whatever they can, because they know that ain't nothing restocking them shelves, man. All right, that's the thing that everyone did in the beginning of 2020, 2021. People ran to them stores. When you had all these hurricanes, people ran to them stores. Even over here in Cali, you had a hurricane this year, and people were running to them stores, man, just stocking up on everything, because they think the hurricane was gonna be terrible, man. So they were stocking up, But that's what people do. But when the days of evil come to this place, when the collapse comes to this place, you're not gonna have people waiting in line. Okay? You're not gonna have people waiting in line, man, or in a long ass line. You're not gonna have people just, people are gonna just take, man, because it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad. Everyone know things are not gonna go back to normal. Because even in this show, I don't know if they show. Let me see if they showed it in this clip. But even in this show, if you watch if you watch the movie, okay, if you watch the movie, people are running to them stores. They were grabbing the food, all the medicine. Okay, all the medicines was being taken. All the food was being taken. You even had they were trying to ravish this man's wife, and he shot one of them. And he saw the cop, and the cop he put his hands up, but the cop he didn't care about that. Why? Because it was chaos, man. Okay, he had to worry about his family. He didn't care what was going on. Okay, and in these days, you're not gonna have cops, man, that are gonna try to uphold their duty. Nah, man, they're gonna try to take care of themselves and their family, man. That's why at the end of the day, they're gonna bring the military and what you call martial law. Okay, so you'd be a fool to try to think they're gonna make a profit from what you have, from your business. You know, days are gonna come where you're gonna have to run for your lives. It says, their customers must expect to lose whatever they buy. Whoever builds a house should not plan to live in it. Farmers should not expect to harvest their crops or pick their grapes. This is all in the G&T version, by the way. It says those who marry must not expect to have children, and those who don't marry must live as if they have been widowed. Anything that is done will be useless. Foreigners will harvest the crops, seize the wealth, tear down their houses, and carry off the children as slaves. Anyone who has children will be bringing them up to be slaves or to die of starvation. Hey, man, there's a great migrant crisis happening right now. That's all being done systematically, all being done on purpose. Okay? Anyone who makes money will do so only to see it violently taken away. The more possessions people gather, the more they spend on their clothes and houses, the more attention they give to their personal appearance. Right, because what happens when a society collapses and people of the poor don't have anything? They're gonna go to those that do, who they think they do. They're gonna go into these suburbs, into these rich areas. All right, and they're gonna take their belongings, man. It's gonna be a bloodbath, and that's already happening over here in LA. You know, with these robberies and all that. I just seen the news how a lady shot a home intruder, and it's all in these white areas, all in these suburbs, man. All right, that's where Jake's robbing you, all in these suburbs, man. Because if you go to these Edomite areas, I notice when I drive to these houses, these different cities, nice areas, Esau always has the houses where you can see all the inside. Okay, you can look inside, you can see the couch, you can see them chilling on TV, you can see the whole house, man. They have these glass windows. Yeah, that's cool in prosperity, but what happens when there's war? What happens when there's a total collapse or you can't call 911? What happened till then? You know, says the more angry the Lord will become just with them because of the sin. Let me see. Yeah, that was it on that. That was it on that. Let me get the next scripture. Next one I have is Isaiah chapter 31. Isaiah chapter 33. And I'm going to read verse 6. It says, "In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is his treasure." Right. So in these times, wisdom and knowledge is what's going to keep us stable. All right. What's going to keep us firm. While the whole world is panicking in the time of chaos, we're going to be firm because we got Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the God of our salvation, which is going to guide us in these times, which is going to protect us from the fear of evil, man, from the times we're headed into. Okay, let's scroll down to verse 15. It says, "He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despises the gain of oppression, that shaketh his hands from holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil. He shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be the mutations of rocks. Bread shall be given him, and his water shall be sure." Right, because in these times, there's going to be a lack of bread, lack of water. The scriptures speak of a famine. All right, that's one of the plagues that the Lord's going to bring upon this place is famine, where food won't be so easily accessible like it is now. Okay, you wouldn't just be able to go to your local taco truck or your local fast food or your favorite 5-star restaurant or cook your own meal. All right, because food is going to be so scarce, man. The scriptures tell you in 2nd Ezra 15 how you're going to have men breaking into the house, the neighbors' houses, and showing no pity for the lack of bread. Okay? But the time is coming where those that are serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai now, those that are the servants of the Most High, they're going to eat in those days. They're going to dwell on high. Okay? It says his place of defense. Let's read that. Let's see what the NOT has to say. All right, so Isaiah 33:16. And the NLT says, these are the ones who dwell on high. The rocks of the mountains will be their fortress. Food will be supplied to them, and they will have water in abundance, man. So think about it, man. The scriptures mentioned in 2nd Ezra 2:26. Let's bring that out real quick. See, and this is an ultimate guidance. This is an ultimate what comforts us, man. Knowing that if we serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in truth and sincerity, and we be of his elect, that we're going to be good in those days, man. There's no need to worry. Because in this flesh, you can worry. You can fear, because a great troubling time is coming. But if you're doing what is right, you're going to escape those things. Okay, and we have plenty of scriptures that you can read. That should comfort us on a daily, man. Okay, this is 2nd Ezra 2:26. It says, as for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. Right, the elect. Not one of them is going to perish, man. It says, for I will require them from among thy numbers. So in these times, the Lord is going to make sure his elect are taken care of. All right, the 1/3, because the 1/3 consists of, women and children. You're going to have brothers that are going to have children that are going to be safe. They're going to be fed. They're going to be taken care of. You're going to have brothers that may have newborn babies or like 1 or 2, or brothers just have babies in general. They're going to be taken care of. We just got to have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Okay? But the Lord, he's the elect are going to be taken care of in that day. Not one of them is going to perish. Now, of course, the scriptures mention how some of us are going to be put to death. Some of us are going to get beheaded. But at the end of the day, we're not perishing, because we're going to come. If it be our lot, we're going to come back and be risen from the dead, like as it says in 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, man. You're going to be the first one to be beamed up, man. Okay? You're going to be crowned. Okay? Oh, forgive me. I said first one to get raising up from the dead. Let me read that. In 1 Thessalonians 4:16. It says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Yahweh shall rise first. Right, so those who have died, those that have beheaded, they're going to be the first one to be risen up, man. Okay? Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, right? Because Yahweh said there shall be some that shall not taste of death. Okay? It says to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words, man. Okay? So just wanted to, to clarify that. But it says, 2nd Ezra 2:27, it says, be not wary, for when the day of trouble in heaven is cometh, because it's coming. It's coming, man. Okay? But we're not supposed to be wary. We're not supposed to be worried or faint-hearted or scared. Okay? We got to remember these scriptures. That's what's going to be our stability. That's what's going to keep us firm. It says, others shall weep and be sorrowful. Are the people of the world that choose to despise this word, that did not get their mind ready for us to come. They're going to be weeping and be sorrowful. They're going to wonder how they're going to feed their kids, how they're going to feed themselves, how they're going to escape from what's to come. But as for us, it says, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Okay? We're going to be merry and have abundance, man. If we be of the Lord's elect in that day. The Lord has a place of refuge for us. So let's say, for example, right? Let me go back to Isaiah 33:16. It says, these are the ones who will dwell on high. The rocks of the mountains will be their fortress. Food will be supplied to them, and they will have water in abundance, man. Think about it. The Lord is going to provide for us, man. Not just food and water, but also shelter. And that and that could be where we have to leave our current dwelling place, man. Where the Spirit of the Lord may come upon us. He can have an angel appear onto you. He could appear in a dream, or he just puts it very heavy on your spirit that it's time to move, man. You got to trust in the Lord, man, and know that He's your guide, man. All right, He gonna guide you through these times. You know, you may have to move from place to place. You know, the Lord may have it where you're in a place where you're in the wilderness by yourself, with you and your family, and He's just constantly supplying you. You have everything that you need: food, water, clothes. All right, even medicine. Everything that we need to survive, the Lord is going to provide. We just got to believe that. Okay? Because the scripture says, man, those are the ones who dwell on high. The rocks of the mountains will be their fortress. Okay? Will be our fortress. Fortress from what? From the chaos that's happening in this world, man. Okay? We got to believe that. All right, we look up fortress. The Hebrew word is matazad, which means a stronghold, fastness, mountain fastness. Okay, let me see, a mountain fastness. It's gonna be our stronghold, and at the end of the day, let me see. Our Lord is our stronghold. Oh, man, when you look up, so this is what I did, right? When I looked up that word, I typed in mountain fastness on Google, right? And it says fastness, definition and meaning. A secure or fortified place. So the Lord can have you in a place where you're secure, in a fortified place, in the wilderness, where no one can see you, man, where no one can find you. Okay? You're in a safe, fortified place. Okay? A stronghold, a mountain fastness. The state of being fixed or firm. The fastness of democratic institutions. Okay? A secure or fortified place. So the Lord can have you in a secure, fortified place. Okay, giving you food and abundance of water. How He may do it, you just gotta wait and see. You know, because anything is possible with the Lord. He can have you move from one place and you go into an abandoned building that has a bathroom, a sink, a fridge, that has everything that you need. A fridge that you just open up the fridge and there's food, everything that you need. You open up the clothes, there's a fresh pair of fresh clothes. You know, it sounds insane, right? To those that don't believe, but to us that truly believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we know that that's possible. You go to a bathroom with a fresh running water. You could be able to take a shower. Who knows, man? But like I said, in those days, you gotta be as pilgrims. Be ready. Be on the move. Trust in the Lord. Even though many days, they're gonna be. When this time comes, you're not gonna sleep on your comfortable bed. Get ready to sleep on the floor. That's why prepare your mind. Get your mind right. There's nothing wrong with, having a tent, having a sleeping bag. There's nothing wrong with having a extra storage of food for a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. Because we see the evils coming. So you want to be prepared a little bit physically, but you gotta really prepare yourself mentally. That's why, if your brothers haven't been camping, I advise, to try to go camping, man. It's a very good experience. When I say camp, I mean camping, man. Not no cabin shit. Not no you get a tent and you get a air bed. Nah, man. You know what it's like, man, to sleep on the floor. You get yourself a blanket or a sleeping bag. Get yourself warmed up. You sleep on a hard floor, man. It feels uncomfortable, but really, when I did it, it was I had a good night rest. I can say I slept better than sleeping on my bed, man. Okay, but let me end it with Job 5:19, because that's one of my favorite scriptures that I'll always look back to and always read and always keep in my mind when these days come. That's what's gonna keep me. This is one of the scriptures that's gonna keep all of us stable. But this is Job 5:19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in the 7th there shall no evil touch thee. And what's the 7th? The 7th is that nuclear destruction. It's not gonna touch us. Why? Because we're gonna be brought up into the chambers, man. All right. In order to make it in those times, the Lord is gonna have to keep you safe. In order to make it to the 7th plague where you get beamed up, the Lord is gonna have to have you fed, have you your thirst quenched. The Lord's not gonna have it where you're starving and all that, man. The Lord's gonna have us what we're gonna eat. It says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death. Right. In famine he shall redeem thee from death. Because there may be times where you may go out without food for a few days, or you may not eat as much as you do now. Okay? But he's gonna redeem us from death and war, from the power of the sword, because there's gonna be wars throughout all of America, man. You're gonna have civil wars, you're gonna have race wars, you're gonna have war amongst people in the government, you're gonna have war, you're gonna have neighbors fighting each other for the lack of bread. You're gonna have all type of gun battles and all type of fights throughout the streets. But the Lord is gonna redeem us. He's gonna keep us safe from all that. It says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Right, we're gonna laugh because we know what time it is. We're finally gonna be able to rejoice because we know that our salvation is very near, man. Okay? And you gotta think about it. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. What type of spirit you gotta be in to laugh? You're in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because in those times the Lord is delivering you. All right? He's keeping you safe. It says, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, even a beast the beasts of the field, these wild animals. All right? These dogs, these lions, tigers that are locked up in the zoos that will soon be released. Okay? They're gonna be, man, we stumbled upon a line where they're gonna be at peace with us, man. Okay? It says, thou shalt know that tabernacle. Wait, Slack, skip the verse. It says, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field. and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace. And thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin. Okay? Yeah, because think about it. If we're out in the wilderness, right? You know, who really knows how to really survive out there? Like off scrap. How to build a tent. How to off just what you have. Not from what you have, what you got at Big Five or Walmart, but make a tent off just what you got out there. Because I be watching people do that, you know. There's people out there that's knowledgeable people that have wisdom in the wilderness, that know how to survive. They able to build a tent off scratch, man. They cut down some trees. And that's just not just no tent, man. I seen, man, there's this one guy, I don't know his channel, but there's this one guy. He was, man, it took him at least a year, okay? But he was able to build a home off scratch. Like, he was able to cut off the trees and able to build a home, man. Just what he got in the nature, man. And it was like a 10-hour video. You know, I skipped through a lot of it, but just watching him do that, it was like, that's skill. But who really got that skill? Do we really have that skill to be able to go out and build a tent off scratch and have survival skills on all that, how to start a fire, you know, knowing what fruits and what we could eat and all that, knowing how to even do something, how to wipe our ass without toilet paper, man. Because in the ancient world, you had to, you know, have a shovel and dig up a hole and, you know, use the bathroom in that hole, you know. Because here in America, we're so used to living this life where we need to use the bathroom, we use the toilet. You know, we start the fire, we use the match. You know, you want to start a campfire, use the match and a lighter. You know, or you want to cook some food, use the stove. But in the ancient world, we didn't really have all that. You know, but in those times, we're gonna know exactly what to do, because the Lord's gonna instruct us on what to do. He's gonna guide us on what to do. Okay? There's no need to trust in your skills. Trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So with that, Lord, you're edified. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakodash. Shalom.